Hello everyone, and welcome to Notrium. This is going to be the start of a new mini-series of mine called Fin's Survival Series. Unfortunately, it has nothing to do with wrestling. Instead, it focuses on survival games, and I will be playing a survival game until I either complete the main objective of the game or feel like I have survived long enough and I'm comfortable with the idea of, having quote unquote won the game. So, this game is actually made by a Finnish guy named Ville Mönkkönen, and I have played this way before it came to Steam. So I could say I have some experience with the game. So, have at thee. Oh, come now. Let's see. Yes, we are going to be human. So, starting game. When Earth blew up in a supernova, you escaped the catastrophe with some friendly aliens. Ever since, you have been trying to gather pieces of your life in the vast intergalactic community. You are now the captain of an explorer spacecraft in a far uncharted sector of space known as the Hive. On a routine mission of mapping the Notrium system, you unexpectedly find signs of life on one of the planets. Finding new life forms is extremely rare, and you quickly take your ship to orbit around the second planet. You find signs of plant life, animals, and ancient destroyed buildings, a lost civilization. Suddenly, a volley of missiles appears out of nowhere. You order your crew to the escape pods just before huge explosions ripple your ship to pieces. You steer your pod towards the planet's surface, but more missiles approach you. So, I managed to get to the escape pod just in time before the missiles hit. The pod's computers warn me of several incoming missiles. The only way to survive is to crash on the planet. I estimate the pod can take about 4 direct hits. Control the pod with arrow keys or A, S, T and W, right click the mouse or press enter to close this dialog. So, the easiest way to do this is by going here. That way the missiles, there should be only a couple of missiles coming at you. If you manage to get there without a single hit, you gain some extra items. Whoop! Catch up! The escape pod is captured in the gravitational pull of the planet, and you start your descent safe from the missile's reach. But your damaged pod is malfunctioning. A number of warning lights appear on the computer screens. A flaming ball you plunge from the green morning sky, leaving a large crater on impact. Bang! System error. You have survived the crash intact, but the pod has been heavily damaged. The computer power lines are leaking burning fuel. The only way to open the exit hatch below is to put out the fires. There is a fire extinguisher at the other end of the pod, but you must avert the fires from the computers. Once you reach the extinguisher, right click it to pick it up. So. Ow. Oh, you. Screw that. So, equip here. You put out the fire with your extinguisher. You scavenge the computer for a broken subspace radio. Like everything else, it was damaged in the crash. Without its subspace transmitter, it functions pretty much like an ordinary radio. You could send a message, but it would take years for it to reach nearest colonies. Tinkering with the radio, you find that you could easily modify it to detect local energy sources, such as most electrical items. First, you will need to find the required parts though. Press I to see which parts are needed, and try to find them in nearby areas. You put out the fire with your extinguisher. You scavenge a chip from the computer, a battery charger chip. This one controls a battery charger to reload batteries in one quick burst of energy. You will need to combine it with the fuel converter to create a battery charger. To recharge your batteries with the charger, you will still need to find fuel cell. Use the fuel cell near deployed battery charger to fully recharge your batteries. Be mindful there are only so many fuel cells on the planet. And you put out the fire with your extinguisher. You scavenge an item from the wreckage of the computer, a food generator chip. A newly developed technology, probably the only one on the whole planet. It controls replicator cell to produce rations. Good, now we can go. Captain's personal log. Stardate 15179, day 1. I have crash landed on an alien world with few supplies and no knowledge of who shut my ship down. As I'm writing this, I have just crawled out of the escape pod that saved my life. I have taken the food supplies from the pod, but I estimate I will run out in a day. I must find something edible in this hostile world before I start losing my health. Right click anything you find to use it. I have only my bare hands to defend myself with. If I run into any hostilities, I should try and get a weapon as quickly as possible. Okay. So, where is this fellow? There you are. Hi there. Yeah, there's two options here. I can either kill this guy or give the radio. And this guy is going to turn out to be there we go. How did I drop that? D? Yeah, here you go. Optical computer unit from your ship. Thank you. Would you stop following me now? I need my hit points back. Okay, good. There's this hermit's journal, but I don't need it right now. What I need to do is take this thing. But now I'm encumbered. So let's drop it here. So I have my punch now. Whew. So, the red one is my hit points, the yellow one is my food, the purple one is the temperature thing. And, oh, for crying out loud, just die. Okay, I'm gonna need to get back inside now. If I'm too hot, it means that I'm... Oh. Cold rain, see cover from under the tree. What? This isn't... Really? Fine. Hold on. There. Anyway, as I was saying, you start taking damage if you have too much. If you take too much, or if you get too cold or too hot. You just and I could use that to make. Could I already combine that with? How did I combine things? Was it you? Oh no, it was like unable to combine. Okay, I need to make an armor some other way. Ow! I'm hurt. I'm really hurt. God damn. So then there's a pistol cache here. Fuel cells here. So this world is completely random generated. Captain's personal log, stardate 15,180, day 2. I should definitely build a working subspace radio. I found a subspace radio from the board. All I need is long metal rod and a computer chip. These should help me find other items I need for my survival. I need to build up arsenal of weapons. Who knows what kind of aliens live in this hellhole. A simple shelter is going to make my life here a whole lot easier. From my training I remember learning the simple construction of a stasis field generator. I should see if I can find the parts. Force field generator as energy unit and a computer unit. So this one is completely random generated, and this thing came out like 2003 the first time I played it, and back then it was pretty amazing as a survival game, because I was used to survival game meaning like Resident Evil or something like that. Ah, here we are. Give me this. Ah, and this thing actually is it's improved, or well, maybe not completely improved, but I heard that it has some other things. So give me this. Now I have my taser. That helps me a bit. So let's go back here. This is where we are going to set the base, because the walls are impenetrable. Although once I have had a bug where things happened. There. And yeah, I played this way before I played, like, well, naturally played this before Minecraft or such games. Before they became popular. Like, I used to play this on my old laptop. Really old laptop that could barely run anything. So, yeah. So the map is randomly generated and all the items there too. There are certain items that only appear... What's going on with the screen? Anyway, let's see. Really? Is this the... It's the ship cemetery. Oh boy. This is good. This is good. This is a dangerous zone. Like, really dangerous. But this place has more... This place has the highest drop ratio of the things I really need. Also, I can find a few... You can find some of your crewmates, and as I recall, some of them are here. I need this. You find an alien device that resembles a huge honeycomb. Examining it, you discover that this artifact can indeed produce complex molecules out of thin air. You can research the possibilities of producing tools and weapons for a long time, but you can only make the device produce one molecule. To produce food with it, you would need to combine it with specimen container and a food generator chip to control the system. After that, you would only need ether fuel to generate food. I still remember most of these things. Anyway. Ah, that's something I need. Give me that. Another interesting piece of alien technology. After hours of examination, you find that this one uses a strong magnetic field to propel small particles to high speeds. Immediately you think of weapons. You could probably make a simple rifle if you powered the accelerator with energy unit and combine it with fuel cell to provide radioactive material for bullets. So yeah, this one is something I definitely recommend if you like survival games. This is like less than $2 at Steam, and I'd say it really is worth it. And I'm not just saying it because of the novelty value, because it's even though it doesn't look much, it's a really good game. And the main problem... Oh, that's a hunter. No, that's 2 hunters. Crap. Ow. Okay, never mind. I'm going. See you. Yeah. The main problem with this game is most likely that if you play the tutorial, you only, unless they upped the tutorials. But when I played this last, the tutorial really didn't give you much. Like, it taught you how to play with the psychist and with the human briefly, but it didn't really prepare you to survive anything. So, Captain's personal log: stardate 15,000 something. 15,181, day 3. One might think my days at the academy had trained me for a situation like this. The truth is, nothing can prepare you for a planet like this. This planet seems so foreign, yet so familiar. I can't help feeling a certain familiarity with it, yet so lost at the same time. If I die tomorrow from starvation or am eaten by some hungry creature, let it be known I led a full life. I should really get going now. I think staying in one place for too long on this planet without proper defenses, a laser turret perhaps, it wouldn't be very wise and a good way to invite trouble. I have heard noises at night, scratching along the ground, rustles through the leaves. I only hope they do not hear me and ignore my presence for just a little longer. Yeah, like this guy said, nothing can really prepare you for this, but there are things that would help. Also, you are noticing that this place has a curious day and night cycle. Okay, so now I have this. I can take that thing and... Crap! I'm missing a... Damn. Damn. I am missing one of those power things I need. Also, be prepared to save a lot in this game, because you can die. Fire crystal, that's new. There we go. Be prepared, because you can die in a blink. You can step out from the map. You see these red things here. They mean you can't enter there. But you can step out from a map and suddenly, bam, you are dead. Everything here wants to kill you. Where's the... Well, I could just use that, or... I'm going to go with this. Did I have the... What are these things anyway? Well, it doesn't really matter. I need to see if I had the thing where I can combine my pistol with. Yeah, that would be perfect for stealth, but... Anyway, now the pistol. Which helps somewhat. I need this thing. You find a strange metal device that seems to be made of really heavy materials. The construction is very complex, but you are able to determine that this device is used to store electrical power in the magnetic metal objects, and to retrieve that power when need to be. You could easily extend your own battery's maximum capacity with this device, if you found some magnetic metal to combine it with. Sadly, most of the scrap metal around here is not magnetic, with the exception of these long metal rods. So that thing lets me have more batteries. That blue thing right here. And later on, it's going to be important to have that. Because you really need your power armor and your laser. Whoo! Am I not wearing my... God damn it. Also, I am really bad at shooting in this game because the hitboxes are not too obvious. Just die. Gimme. That's actually one of the best foods you can have. Am I not wearing my... I'm not... I took it off when I tried to fuse it with things. Damn. That could have gone... That... like I said, you can die really fast. And I could have died in such a short notice. Oh, I need to eat. Ether. You happen upon a container filled with ether, the new fuel source for smaller mechanical devices, made almost purely from phenomenon found in space around certain gas giants. It doesn't surprise you that this ether container survived the crash, as the high-density glass that contains it is very durable. Ether will be invaluable to your continued survival, as it's highly flammable and has even been known to be used in weapons. One other use of ether is to fuel food generators or create a thermal heat pack when combined with ice pack. Just use ether near the generator and you will have food. Yes, that is important. As well, naturally having food would be. Whoa! The Marines are here. Whoops, that was... goddamn. Give me that. You also need to be careful not to eat rotten fangy. Because, well... naturally that stuff is bad for you. I want to see if I can find my crew from here. Not wasting ammo there. Because having them around is actually pretty useful. Although escorting them back to your base, I'm going to see about them later, actually. Because I hate escort missions. Gimme. Someone is shooting here. What are they shooting? That's a Marine. These guys are... oh, would you just... gimme. I'm going to have to make myself a shotgun sometime really soon. But these aliens are one of the most useful aliens because they are actually the best source of food you could imagine. Overbird, I dropped something. No, I can still move just fine. Also, you notice that I'm leaving a green trail behind in my map, which slowly fades away. Yeah, it's really useful when you are sneaking around. Because that way you know where you can go without most likely be detected by anything. Also, some aliens can follow that trail pretty damn well. So, it could end up being your downfall too. Just saying. Be careful. So, here's some fire. I'm going to... how did I... must be near fire. Is this not near fire? As you cook the alien meat, it starts to smell revolting. The meat may be quite nutritious and certainly a welcome change to the mushroom diet, but it is nothing like you would want to eat back home. Well, still, eat. Nom nom. Eat those. There, now we can run again. Is that something? The thing here is that since it's been like it's literally been years. So I don't know everything anymore, apparently. Like the fire crystals are completely new. As are some of the dialogue. I'm just going to go back home for now. Oh, home and home. The place I call home. Get the hell out of here. I can talk this guy and I can give new things to him if I want to. Where's the... There. Where's the computer? Oh, there's the food generator chip. Now I have that. And I don't need the other one just yet. So I'll just drop that. And then I'll go over here and drop this too. Because they weigh quite a lot. Oh, right. This thing. Going to have to upgrade my battery more. It's also a good thing that, as far as I know, the battery refills when you upgrade it. So that helps you. Well, it kinda did. Okay. It's going to be day again soon, so let's go. The first thing you should do is to explore every direction, because, well, it changes every time. God damn it with you. Captain's personal log, stardate 15,183, day 5. You examine your past journals. In 2 days, I'll be at the Hive. This sector of the galaxy is shrouded in mystery. Little is known about it, but I can't help but to feel a little bit anxious. This trip could be quite lucrative for me. I've heard of a large source of rare crystalline ore there. It certainly would be nice to retire and have the wealth to make your home where you wished. I might even find a nice planet in a sector to settle down in. Well, I shouldn't think of it too much. I've got duties to perform, and the crew have told me about possible stowaway in the ship. I should investigate this immediately. The medic on our ship has also been acting strange. The closer we get to the Hive system, and seems highly suspicious of our warp engineer. He also tells me of vivid nightmares he's been having. Well, I'm sure things will get better once we get into the Hive system. Well, no, it won't be, because things happen. And yeah, all the classes have their own characters have their own abilities, and they play differently. So I'm leaving that there. It weighs too much, and there used to be some sort of level up mechanism here, but I can't remember how it went anymore. So we are going to save the game again, and trust me when I said that you will be doing this a lot. As you enter this area, you immediately notice how barren it is. There are no signs of aliens here, but the ground is littered with crawler tracks. Your research shows that this area is where the planetary defense is located. There are exactly 2 huge robots here that need to be dealt with if you intend to leave the planet. So this place is important for one of the endings you have, or you can get. Sandstorm. See, no, you're not coming in here. You pick up a health pack. This will come in handy when you're in a pinch. You notice it's made by Ville Corp. You wonder what other products of theirs you will find. Yeah, Ville Corp. Well, it's a direct shout out creator of the game. Nothing else to say about that. No, I don't want you here. Go away. Ah, there we go. need these. I need these a lot, actually. Also, this place is treacherous because you can quite fast get yourself overburdened with sand when you least need it. Come on. Get the hell out of here. So the place where the giant robots are is in the middle. We are not going there. Like, we don't have our crew with us, nor do we have the weapons we need. So we have had we have some loot now that we need, and I don't want to risk hanging around here much longer because those damn mini robots are pretty annoying to deal with. Ah, good. We need this. Fuel cells, fuel converters. Then I'm going to need myself this thing. And where's the... Okay, I don't remember how that was done, but with this... Oh, I don't have those steel rods anymore. Damn, I'm going to make myself a shotgun as soon as possible. Edible fungus. Also, you notice how fast the day and light cycle changes. Ah, pulse beacon. That's quite useful if you need to find... if you set up a base somewhere else and you need to find it. You are at the bottom of a deep gorge. It is a very dark as the steep rock faces cut off most of the sky from the view. A river must have passed through here once, because the land is still very wet. The marsh seems to be all dried up except of what appears to be some marshland at its center. Very peculiar, as this area was terraformed to serve some purposes. Oh crap! No, that's where we're not going there. But we don't have any more directions. You know. Damn. Stop poisoning me. Fine. I am going to waste my ammo on you then. God, where did you come from? Oh, and trust me, at some point of the game, because when you first play this, you don't know what you are doing. At some point of the game, you will make a grave mistake. And I really mean a grave mistake. I'll give you an example of a mistake I made. And that was... How did it go? Like, I went all the way at the other side of the map. Like, really far. It was like, literally. The base was... There was like 4 regions between the map and my base. And then I found items that I really needed. And I had to take all of them along. Which meant that I couldn't run. Then I went back to the hive. it's a region here with a buttload of aliens. And saved my game again. At the same... These things are coming from nowhere. They are spawning. I don't like... This is something I have no tolerance for in games. Where they just spawn on you. Like... I don't have problem with spawning enemies, but when they spawn right on you, it's just... cheap. Anyway, I went to the hive. This is the hive. Fuck. This area seems to be rich with aliens, big and small. You hear several loud groans from the distance, a sure sign that you have been spotted. For some reason you also feel like you are being stalked. This place holds the most annoying of the aliens. They look like those brown aliens and are either called stalkers or hunters. And they are invisible. Oh look! There we have one right here. Where did you go, you bastard? Yeah, I'm not... I can use them with age. Yeah, I'm not coming here yet. But I have a problem here now. And the problem is that... my spawn. This place. It's bad. You can only go to 3 directions. And 2 of them are dead ends. So... Captain's personal log, stardate, yada yada, day 7. I can't believe it. I've survived 1 whole Earth week here. This place is certainly not any kind of safe haven. How did I even humor the idea of living in this system? It seems as everything I meet wants me dead. My crew has been dead now for over a week. Whenever I close my eyes, I hear their screams haunt me. Only one of us was going to make it to the escape pod. Only one still worked. My emotions churn inside of me for leaving them behind. I shouldn't think such things. They knew I was the captain, and it was my duty to get off the ship first. The other escape pods never fired. That alien must have done something to the escape pods before I found and killed it. Yeah, so we had an alien aboard. And funny enough, you can also play with that alien in this game. And yeah. That's probably one of the most enjoyable aspects of this game, the alien, because you level up quite easily. Could I do something else with the fuel converters? I can't remember really. I know I can make an energy unit, and then I can use it to make a laser gun that uses battery instead of ammunition. But crap. Also, you don't have a way to regain your health aside from eating the stalker or hunter meat and you finding medpacks. So be mindful about that. Well, it also seems that I am stuck on this ship cemetery now because this place has oh yeah, and these things of course. But they don't give you that much, and they run out. They do not regrow. This place has one of the most there is item that has the most valuable use in the whole game. You can make a gun that shoots you all across the screen and deals massive damage. And it's very important to have when you are trying to fight the Marines or fight in the hive, because you need to be able to move. Ah, specimen container. Boop. Now I can make food. You find an intact specimen container, a rare find. Most of these won't probably have survived the crash, since they are made of glass. You give up hope of putting actual specimens in the jar for further examination because your possessions are beginning to weigh quite a lot. No, they are not. They barely weigh anything. Gimme. Just leave me be. I said leave me be. Piece of shit. You're not going to get a dinner out of me. You can also upgrade your flashlights, which I should do pretty soon, but I'm lacking things to do so. I still don't know what to do with this flame crystal. Just go away. Whew. God damn it. These are all rotten. Also, if you play as anything but this human, you can find the human character in here. You approach a strange rock formation with water filling the hollowed out middle. It is in the shape of a teardrop and seems to represent something, perhaps liquid. You're sure you'll find use for it eventually. You won't, but if you are playing as the Psychist, you will, because the tutorial shows you how to use these things. Is that it? That is it! Warp coil! Give! You find a big glowing machine, which seems to pulsate slowly. You soon find that this is a simple warp coil, a device that allows subspace travel. You could use it to repair your subspace radio, but the radio would have to be modded as an item scanner first. This may help you contact some nearby vessel to get help. You could also use the warp coil to make a propulsion system for your escape pod. A propulsion system would need a fuel cell and a particle accelerator. Or, you can get this, you can get some crystals, and you can make a boom cannon thing. I don't know, I can't remember what it's called actually, but I call it a boom cannon thing because that's what it does. It booms. Where is my crew? My crew should be here. They should, like, 2 members should be here. Where are they? Please. You're overburdened. Drop something. No, I need everything I have right now. Crew! They should be here. Unless they switched it up. They should be... Oh. This is not my crew. This is a Marine Corps place. And that's a laser turret. Repair units. There's actually nothing too special there, so I'm not going to bother those guys too much. Is this it? Nope. Also, you noticed how fast my health was drained. That's what I meant when I said that you can die really fast. Also, I'm running low on food. So... rotten and edible. That might be something I needed though. You find a small raised platform. It is made of some metal substance, but it has been quite damaged over the long years it has spent here in the middle of the ship graveyard. Strangely, there's nothing on it, not even sand or stones. As you examine the platform closer, an insect inadvertently steps on it. The insect immediately vanishes. So, that's a new thing, it's a teleporter. One reason to kill these guys would be to... One would be to find a marine pistol out of them. Oh! Ow! Ow! What are you? You are a hunter. You are a hunter. You two are a hunter. Okay, this is new area. This is completely new area, and it sucks. And once again, you can die by stepping out of an area. Well, this has been an interesting first session of Survival Series. I am FinDragon, and I'll see you in the next part. See ya!